Here's an interesting question for you. Can AI replace you? Maybe it won't be so easy. In this video, we will talk about how people and AI can work together because let's face it, you are unlikely to get replaced by robots anytime soon. But working with AI is something that you should definitely think about if you don't want to fall behind. We will also show you some AI tools that could help you save time and money in your work. Let's dive right in. The era of hyper-efficient automation is dawning, but it's not going to be built by robots. Humans are still at the helm. However, the way we work needs to change. Collaboration between people and AI is becoming more important than ever before. This requires a new skill set from all of us. So what does the future hold for creators and writers? How can AI enhance our skills instead of replacing them? Is there a perfect workflow for creators in the age of AI? Stay tuned till the end, you're not gonna want to miss this. To really understand how to ride this wave, we need to look at two different aspects of the problem. First, let's talk about AI. Artificial intelligence has been making giant leaps lately. This is mainly thanks to large language models, or LLMs. Google just released Gemini 1.5, it's huge. And ChatGPT is currently being updated with plugins to connect to the real world. We have never seen anything like it. It's actually incredible to see how fast AI is developing. Even ChatGPT is so much more powerful now than it was only a year ago. Second, let's talk about the creative process. Creativity isn't just about making art, it's everywhere. When I say art, I mean visual, music, text, basically any form of content. The process of creating content goes through three main stages. Stage 1 is idea, then comes production, and finally distribution. This is true for most forms of creative work, even though the stages may sound different. For example, when it comes to writing, idea is research and outlining. Production is drafting and editing, and finally, distribution would be publishing and promotion. These stages can also be applied to other creative fields such as filmmaking, graphic design, software development, and so on. So let's look at the potential impact of AI on each stage. One of the things that AI excels at is doing tedious tasks really fast. Most of the repetitive, high-volume, low-creativity tasks are perfect for automation. That means AI can easily handle the production part of the process, and it's already really good at it too. Think about how many images, texts, videos, songs, and other assets AI can produce in a second. It's insane. With every new release, it gets better and faster. At the moment, AI is still limited to following instructions and can't come up with truly original ideas. So stage 1, idea, is still very much a human domain. And this will probably remain the same for a long time. If you want to learn more about how to come up with ideas, check out our video on ideation. And finally, distribution is another area where AI can be very helpful. A lot of distribution tasks involve putting information into different formats. For example, generating subtitles for a video or turning a blog post into a social post. AI is great at that. However, distribution is more than that. Getting out the word about your work is extremely hard. Building an audience takes a lot of time and effort. The good news is that AI is starting to make inroads into that space too. Social media is changing quickly, and AI can help creators maximize their reach. I'll give you an example. Here I am in Deso, the decentralized social network, and I can use AI to translate my posts automatically into many other languages to reach more people. I can even use it to find out what kind of content performs best in each community and then automatically generate similar content. This saves me hours of research time. All of this is possible today. There are tools that can help you do it, so it seems like AI is taking over the production part of the creative process, and that makes sense because AI is great at scaling. You can almost always get more output from AI by feeding it more data and processing power. Humans, on the other hand, are not so scalable. I can only write so many words per hour, and no matter how much coffee I drink, I can only edit so many photos per day. However, humans are more adaptable and flexible. I can learn new skills and take on different roles in the creative process. We are also better at understanding and handling uncertainty. This means that humans are still needed to take care of the idea and distribution parts of the process. Now let's combine AI and human strengths to come up with an ideal workflow. First, human generates ideas and outsources the production to AI. In other words, human focuses on the big picture, delegates repetitive tasks to AI. AI scales the production while human handles the idea and distribution. This allows humans to focus on what they do best and leave the rest to AI. Let me give you a few examples. 1. Fact-checking. If you've watched our previous video on AI, you know that it sometimes hallucinates facts. Now imagine a workflow where AI drafts an article based on your instructions and you check the facts by asking the LLM again. This could save you a lot of time compared to reading the whole thing and fact-checking manually. Example, I asked the LLM to draft an article about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then I asked it to list the sources used in the article. As you can see, it listed several fake websites. This means that we can't trust AI-generated content unless we double-check the sources. Also note that some of these sources look legit, but they don't exist. We check the domains and they are indeed fake. Well, this doesn't seem very useful right now, but once we have reliable fact-checking tools integrated into the workflow, this could be a game changer. For now, we have created a system that lets human curate AI-generated content. I believe that this is the best approach for now. Note 2. Tone and style. Adjusting the tone and style of a piece of writing is crucial. But it's also tedious. A writer spends a lot of time rewriting things. Imagine being able to press a button to rewrite something in a different style or tone. That would be amazing. For example, here I have an article written by AI about the benefits of intermittent fasting. It's way too technical and dry. I can ask the LLM to rewrite it in a more casual style, and then I can add personal experiences to make it more engaging. This workflow could save writers hours of editing time. 3. Authenticity. People love authentic voices. They want to hear stories from real people. AI voices sound robotic and fake. However, we can solve this problem by adding AI-generated content to human content. So we get the benefits of both worlds, an authentic voice and interesting topics. For example, I can write a story about my trip to the moon and then use AI to summarize it in different languages. In this case, the AI voice doesn't sound robotic because it's summarizing my authentic story. In this way, we can reach more people without sacrificing authenticity. 4. Research. Finding information is time-consuming. If you are a professional, you know how much time you spend searching for information. However, AI can speed up the research process dramatically. LLMs are great at finding patterns in large datasets, and they can do it much faster than humans. We can use AI to quickly find relevant information and make informed decisions. For example, let us say you're a marketing manager trying to decide whether or not to invest in a new product. You could use AI to analyze data on customer behavior, market trends, and competitor analysis. This would give you insights that you might not have been able to find on your own. 5. Personalization. AI can tailor content to specific audiences. This is especially useful for marketing and advertising campaigns. For example, let's say you run an online store. You could use AI to analyze customer data and then create personalized product recommendations for each customer. This could lead to increased sales and customer loyalty. 6. Process automation. AI can automate repetitive tasks, such as scheduling meetings or sending emails. This frees up time for more important work. For example, let's say you're a project manager. You could use AI to automate the process of assigning tasks to team members. This would save you time and ensure that tasks are assigned efficiently. As you can see, AI can do a lot to help humans be more efficient. So the ideal workflow is a combination of human creativity and AI efficiency. This allows humans to focus on what they do best while AI takes care of the rest. Of course, this workflow is not perfect and there are challenges to be addressed. But I believe that this is the best way forward. In the near future, the most successful creators will be those who can master this workflow. So keep learning and stay curious. The future is yours to shape. Do you have some interesting ideas on how to use AI in your work? Share them with us in the comments, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and see you in the next video.